You can hear us ripping that log off. Hear that? All right, hey guys, Jason here, Samco Workshop. Today we're going to teach you how to drive over a log. This is version 2, because the first one I did, the log I found on a trail was pretty small, and people gave me a lot of crap for it. Like, can't believe you're driving over that little stick, go back to the mall. Concept was good, everything I gave you information-wise was solid, but it was a smaller log. Here we found a bigger log. Okay, we got a pretty good tree down here, got another one here, and so we're going to show you how to do this. Now keep in mind, this is a Gladiator on 35, so we got a lot of room on here. I mean, you would not get over this log, I promise. I mean, this log, get over that with a Tacoma, an F-150 without taking out your front valance and stuff on there. Okay, this log is not playing around. Crossing a log is not necessarily something you want to do. If it's too tall and you get hung up on this, there's almost no getting out on your own. You got to keep that in mind. I'm going to show you the right way, but pay attention to the height clearance you got. Look at even on this log, and we're up on the other side, but look at, there's not a lot of room before we start bottoming out on stuff. Especially look at here on these brackets, how far down they are here. We don't have a tremendous amount of room going over this log, and again, I got over 12 inches of ground clearance on this vehicle. Okay, so this logs can be very, very tricky to deal with. I'm going to show you the right way to attack it, which is going to be exactly how I am. Notice how this wheel is already off, this wheel is already climbing. Okay, this wheel is up and starting to climb, as this one is already starting to drop off, just dropped off. That is what you're looking for. Okay, you don't want to attack it straight on. If you attack this log straight on, you are going to get a bounce effect that is going to smash all of your stuff, like these control arms and stuff, into this log. You don't want to do that, okay? Especially if there's a knot sticking up, you take out an oil pan or something like that. So do not take it straight on where you're going to come in at this angle and hop both wheels at the same time. Let each wheel walk over it on its own independently, so that each wheel can tackle the obstacle on its own independently. That is the goal. That is the plan here. So let each wheel attack this log on its own, so that your other three wheels, okay, you'll be in four-wheel drive, your other three wheels are on the ground and can have traction. As this one goes over and starts to drop off and gravity starts to work, it helps the other one climb. Okay, and so it works together like that, and you can take it slow and controlled, which is the plan here. That is what we are after. So I'm going to set up the camera on a tripod, and then we're going to do this, or we're going to back off here and do it for real for you. All right, now notice that I'm going to let this front wheel climb slow. Okay, there it is on top. Now as this wheel starts to fall off the backside, the other wheel will then start to climb as well too. So they're working independently of each other. Also notice I don't want to drop hard, because I do not want to smash anything underneath here. As this wheel comes down, the other wheel is already starting to climb. And we do not want to smash down there either. Here's where we get dangerous. Oh, you heard we hit something underneath there. Okay, so whatever that was, let's back up just a smidge. I'm hitting on something. Let's see what it is, to show you the reality of this and what I'm talking about. We're going to leave that tripod there. We'll come back to that. But we are hitting something. What are we hitting? Look at that. Okay? Like I said, these are no joke. These are no joke, these logs. I have over 12 inches of ground clearance on this truck, and we are scraping on this log. You would not get over this with any stock, full-size, you know, a Colorado Trail Boss, a Tacoma, a Tundra, an F-150, you know, a Ram, a Silverado, you're not getting over this log, okay? So, I mean, this log is pretty big. So you would get stuck and could get hung up on this. So take that into consideration. You have to know what it's capable of. I personally thought that this would be no problem whatsoever, and we are right at the max. Let's continue on over it. Now the back wheels are going to do the same, one at a time, and I'm going to go slow so we don't worry about hitting anything under here. Take your time. It's a log. It's not going anywhere. Pretty soon that back passenger wheel is going to hit and start climbing us up over. We'll know when we hit right there. Okay, here we go. Feel that? That's hitting on that control arm. Okay, you feel that, how I dropped on there? That's it. Like I said, we are more than maxed out on here. 2-foot driving comes in handy here also. Okay, there it is up. We're going to go down slow. We do not want to drop. We want to let it go slow and easy so that the other wheel can then attack it on its own without us breaking anything underneath the truck. And that right there is how we climb a log. That is how you drive over a log the right way, the safe way. Look at these marks. See that? That's us. Okay, that's us. So like I said, something like that can be pretty, I mean, you can see there's not a lot of clearance options on there. And we hit bottom. Okay, we hit bottom on there. We hit here, 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 and here. Okay, so just keep that in mind. These are something that doesn't look like a whole lot, but they will jam you up. Had we hung up on that, we'd be stuck out here by ourselves in the middle of nowhere and many miles from any place and no cell service. So we take that into consideration. Just for the sake of seeing it again, I'm going to back over this log and let you watch it as it happens. Because we're not going forward, we're going back out. So we're going to back out of here over that log and you adjust that a touch. There we go. All right, we're going to back out. Again, slow. You can hear us ripping that log off. Hear that? Like I said, this is the max size log that we could ever handle. And it's not the approach angle, it's not the breakover angle, it's the actual ground clearance. That's the issue here you're going to run into. Here we go climbing with the other wheel. Now as that starts to drop off, this one's going to start climbing. That's why we're doing this on an angle and not coming straight into it. We came straight into this and dropped off, boom, she would bounce hard. All right, here we go. We're starting to come up. Look how high this is. So let's put that into perspective there for a second so we can look under a few things here. Okay, so here it is up on here. You can see, look at what we tore off of that log. There and there and there. Now had this knot that we're seeing been something sticking up higher like that one is, that could have took out an oil pan. Hey, that could have took something out pretty serious under there. So when you're crossing these logs, slow. Notice this wheel is up, this one is back. If I had both wheels at the same angle on here and this truck dropped off of here, we'd be smashing into this hard, possibly breaking things that are up underneath of our truck. We don't want to do that. So that's why we attack it, as you see here, one wheel at a time. Let each wheel take care of this log on its own so that you don't run into any of those kind of issues. And before you even start, okay, now comes the part where everybody's like, you talk too much, you waste too much time. Well, I just did the demonstration for you. If you don't want to learn anymore and you already know everything, go away. You're done. Now, if you want to learn some safety things to be prepared for yourself to protect your truck, now I'm going to talk about that stuff, okay? Your approach angle that you have from here to your front bumper, wherever your front bumper is, you have to check to make sure that you are going to clear that. A lot of trucks today have all these plastic valances. Like, this is not ground clearance here, clearance here. It's all the way down here, okay? You got to watch that stuff and make sure. This is obviously big steel reinforced. You can see I'm all right on that bash plate. But a lot of vehicles today, your approach angle is going to limit you as well too, and you could be busting up valances and cracking plastic spoilers and stuff like that. So pay attention to that. The other thing you have to watch for that nobody thinks about, that kicks a lot of people's butts, is two things. Right here is your exhaust. My exhaust on this one's over here. Hang on. Different truck. Hold on. Where am I? Right here. So see, my exhaust comes out here. See how it's tucked up in here real nice and neat, out of the way? On a lot of trucks, that exhaust pipe is going to come out and it's going to be down here low by the back wheel, like you see on a Tacoma, things like that. That exhaust that comes out of here, if you spring load this truck, a lot of them hang down so low that you could actually end up smashing that on there, that pipe. Another place you can hit that pipe is at the Y pipe intersection, right where it crosses over, right there. Okay, if you hit that, now mine is up high above that brace, so we're safe, but if you were to hit that, like on a Tacoma, if you smash on that and close that pipe off, your truck stops running, you're dead in the water. Okay, you won't let it breathe, and then you're dead completely. Truck's not going any farther. And notice that we have this side of the truck is tipped up, okay? When that comes down off the other side and that side goes up, if you have running boards on here, if you had side steps, so any kind of side steps, you're done. They're going to take this log out. And as soon as they hook up on that log, especially like a Tacoma Predator step with a couple of steps that are on it like that, you hang up on this, you're dead in the water. You're not going any farther, okay? So driving over logs is stupid. There's no reason to drive over a log unless you have to. Now, if I wanted to continue down this road, which we actually found yesterday by coming in from this way, which was a nightmare, and we were coming through here. We're looking for places to hunt hogs out here. We were coming through here, and we came through, and I saw this, and that's why I knew to come back here today. I was hunting yesterday, but I'm like, during daylight today, I want to come do a video on these logs. So we came and did it. But like I said, this is the max size log that I would tackle, and this is on 35s with 12 and a half inches of ground clearance. Okay, if you don't have that, a log this size, which is, you know, probably 2/3 that size, is about the max you're going to do. Okay, you're not doing a whole lot more than this. So just keep in mind, don't be fooled that a log is an easy crossing. As you saw, this log right here is the max I can do on a Gladiator on 35s. Okay, remember, tire size creates ground clearance. There's no other way to get the ground clearance other than tire size. There is not a stock vehicle made today other than Raptor or TRX that comes on 35s, the exception being the new Bison, Colorado Bison does, but that's not even out yet. But technically speaking, no stock vehicle out there today has bigger tires than what I have on this right now, and this is the absolute max I can do with this Jeep. So just let that sink in. Do not let these logs get you pinned out here and in real trouble. But if you're going to go over one, this is the correct way to do it. One wheel at a time tackles the obstacle. That way your other ones are there to bail you out. I'm going to put this back on the tripod as I pull out of here, just so you guys can watch it go down, and watch me even try to get into this truck. We talk about, talking about the size of this log. Watch this. Let me put it into perspective for you. On how much look at how high that's lifted. Look at this. Okay, look, that's not a joke right there. That log is a serious log. Okay, there's we're up there. It's almost as high as my boots. Now I gotta try and get in this thing. And that's, all right, we're in. Here we go. Dropping down, slow and easy. I do not want to break anything. And that right there, that is the proper way to cross over a log with your vehicle. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.